Coming up, I'm gonna show you how to instantly 2x your App Store ratings. Stay tuned. What is up, App Nation? It is Steve P. Young, founder of appmasters.com, the app agency that helps you grow your app's downloads and revenues a lot faster and cheaper and better than anybody else. Today, I want to share with you how to instantly increase the number of ratings you're getting for your app and the average rating you're getting as well. But first, I want to talk about the importance of ratings. Look, if you're a brand new app, it's super important to have those initial 150 ratings because it's one of the things that people use to judge whether they want to download your app or one of your competitors. Don't have enough data to support this yet, but I believe that Apple search ads works a lot better when you have ratings. Because obviously people see your ad, they see the number of ratings, and if you only have like 5 or 10, it won't work. And we've been able to, anecdotally, the data that we have is these smaller apps where we're running Apple search ads, they just don't spend. We're not getting enough impressions because the click-through rate isn't there. So that's just my guess, but just telling you why it's so important. So I know why you came here and why you're watching this. Let's get to the content. App Store reviews. All right. So I used to do it this way and I was wrong. Meaning I used to ask right on first launch. It was the very first thing you saw. I was just like, hey, want to leave me a review? And I was wrong. I got some reviews for one of my apps. Ask to rate right away. Nag to rate app on every screen. I was wrong. I got some 1-star reviews. So don't do what I did. Don't let it be the first thing that users see. Now, here's a right way of doing this. You add a review prompt after your paywall. You should know by now that having your paywall during the onboarding process is the best practice. Most people will buy during the onboarding process. Yes, before they even use your app. We have stats that back it up, okay? So just trust me on this. Now, here's what we did for one of our clients. We only showed the review prompt if you activated a trial. You probably like us, right? Once you activate a trial, then we ask for that review. But you can also just show it after the paywall. So this is one of our clients that we got to work with, and here's the onboarding, paywall. Whether you X'd out or you continued and activated a trial, we would ask you to rate it. So here's what happened. This isn't the app that I'm gonna show. We did it for another app. This is the other app, just to give you guys a sense of like, wow, they're actually been around the App Store for some time. It's not a brand new app. So they've been around for a long time, 4+ old in terms of the age. Here's the category. Okay, as you can see, 3.4 thousand ratings. Now here's what happened when we showed the review prompt after the trial activation, okay? You can see that we added it December 28th. We added the review prompt after trial activation. You can see in January, we got a lot more ratings. It just took off, right? So what happened to the average ratings? As you can see, before we asked for it, we were just showed after like a win moment, right? All the best practices. Wait for that win moment. Wait for that first meditation that they do. Whatever it is that you're currently doing, or second open. That's what I used to say, because only 25% of your first opens come back the second time. That just means 75% of people who open your app the very first time, on average, do not come back the second time. So I said, let it be the first thing you see on second open, because you obviously like us enough to come back the second time. But here, this is just a paywall, okay? So November, we got 4.3 average rating. In December, another 4.3. In January, not only did we get more ratings, but we got a higher average rating. We got 4.5. Now, I know what you're thinking, Steve, maybe you just got way more downloads in January, which you'd be right. We did see growth in January, but let's look at the ratings over downloads. In November, we got 1.4% of all the downloads leaving a rating. In December, same, 1.4%, right? We got 73, 49 in November, 73 in December, and in January, we got 3.3x more ratings over downloads, right? We got a 4.5. So we just went from 73 to 391, almost 400 ratings in January at a 4.5% clip of all the downloads. Again, we're only showing this rating prompt after a user has activated a trial. Yes, before they even used your app, we show a rating prompt. That's what you can do if you really want to be less aggressive than just showing it after a paywall, whether a user activates or does not activate. And I think it's so important for this because depending on the nature of your app, most people just generally are not going to come back the second time. That's the stat, right? So you can wait for that after that first meditation or after they do that one thing that you really want them to do. Or if you're in a state of like, I just need a lot of ratings, you can just ask for it. It's simple, it's effective. Put all these slides together so you can see the numbers, but we've known for a long time that this strategy works. I just finally put the screen to prove that it does work. If you got a strategy that worked for you, leave a comment below. Or if you got a question for me, leave a comment below. And make sure if you got anything out of this, hit that subscribe button or share this with a friend. That means a lot to me as well. Trust me, I do read all the comments. And the more impressive ones I actually show off and tell my wife all about it as well. All right, until next time, I'll see you on the next video.